The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Minnesota Vikings. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Fielded just outside the goal line. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Here's Cook again. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up, forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues, and the chains move again. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. Flush to his right. This is caught. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him, and I don't think you can have.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Following the interception, Cousins. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll throw again. Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. To the air, Allen. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, 30 yards. And the Bills are back within a score. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Boy, they're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boy, they're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Cousins dancing to his left. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Throwing is Cousins. And it's caught. And he is out of bounds here. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Again, it's Cousins. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Cousins now. He's got it. Touchdown. Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it 21-8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. McKenzie now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because
he's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jamison Crowder. 82 yards. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yeah, this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got the hookup with Diggs. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 29 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Allen off the play fake. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Now he dumps this off over the middle and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Singletary again. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that's just another in a long line of passing touchdowns for him today. To say that he's been on fire would definitely be an understatement.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now Cousins. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Here's Cousins. Forced out to his left. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Cousins to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Cousins again. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Joseph connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Back to throw. Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a